Before we go any further, please. I'm talking.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
No,
Monday.
Good Monday. Good Monday.
Can somebody mute Sherry, please? Thank you. Before we go any further, please like and subscribe to us on YouTube.
And like and follow us on Facebook.
And follow us on Twitter. And don't forget to tweet.
And of course, it's Monday, so Instagram is alive and well. Please follow us on Instagram.
My little mustard friend. My little mustard friend.
Or
mustard.
No, mustard.
Dijon and English today.
Yes, she's my little Dijon friend. My little Dijon mustard and English mustard friend. Will you stop talking?
So cruel. So cruel.
Wines with Stories, our lovely friends there, we have a winner of the competition. Her name is Michelle Clayton Hughes, and she has won 2 cases of artisan wines. How about it?
Congratulations!
Bottles.
Congratulations. And celebrations.
Sorry.
We're off on a Monday.
I entered 20 times. It's not fair. I haven't won anything.
No,
I know.
Where have you gone, Sherry? Sherry,
what are you doing? Are you washing your hair? What's happening?
She's upset.
Oh! Her new mask.
Very nice mask.
What I want to talk about are these bloody things, because masks. Well, they're actually posing pouches, but that's quite a big one actually. I don't know him. But anyway, I went out. Yes, well, not just yesterday, the day before. You know, and we have to wear things, these stupid things on our face now when we go to shop. So, and I got the blue ones, you know, those horrible blue ones, and they smell of dust and smoke and
hang on, I'm just going to get the other one. Yeah, go on.
Oh, God, they're horrible.
Nasty,
and they literally make me feel sick. And I had one on, and I couldn't breathe. And of course, Molly wears one. She doesn't have to wear one, but she's got TikTok ones, which are gorgeous. Yes. And they're pretty, but yes. And I've just got one of those now.
Now, you see, now, have you tried it, Sherry?
Yeah, but it's...
They're good.
Can I go and get my mask?
It makes you feel terrible.
It makes you like it. Do you like it?
No.
Why?
I can't bear them. I can't bear anything like that. I think I'm quite claustrophobic anyway. But I got so angry because there were people with them on and people not with them on. And then this row started in the shop I was in. And this woman was accusing this man and saying, you have to wear one of these. He said, no, I didn't. And the argument was that Aldi, Tesco, Sainsbury's, and one other, I can't remember which else, say now, they are saying you don't have to wear them in the store.
Really?
It's not compulsory. It is entirely up to you. So this guy said to this woman, I don't wear it when I go to wherever he said Aldi, I don't know what he said. And he said, so it's my choice whether I wear them. And she said, no, it's not. It's actually by law. Now, is it or isn't it? And I just, you know what, I took mine off and I threw mine on the floor. I said, you know what, I'm not wearing one either then, because it was making me feel ill. Then the next statement was, if you wear them, you're restricting your breathing. So you're not getting oxygen. And the oxygen is what you need. So it's
okay, Sherry, can I show you something? Can I show you something? This is, if you look at it, make sure I've got it the right way around.
It looks like somebody's Y front. What is it?
No, darling, it's a Wonder Woman mask with with a special little vent thing, so you can get air. And this is BDA. That's BDA masks. They are washable, they are reusable, they are absolutely fantastic. And this is Wonder Woman, but I really think we should have some Wonderbird ones, just saying.
Absolutely.
And I think it's good. We have to wear them. And it's, if you've got these, they're so much more comfortable. And to have the air vent, or that's not the correct term, but anyway, it makes it all the difference completely. And again, it's reusable. It's fantastic.
Where'd you get them from, Harriet?
online
Online.
BDA masks, and they have all different kinds.
Great.
But the argument is by this man was you don't have to wear them. It is your choice.
What it is, Sainsbury's, Aldi's, and all the other shops, apparently, I think this is right, have saying that they're not making you wear them, so it's voluntary.
It's not compulsory to wear them.
I thought the opposite. No. I thought actually you had to wear them in supermarkets now.
No, if you see the signs and all the big, it's not compulsory. It is entirely up to you.
Right.
I'm going to wear them.
The messages are so bad in this country from this bloody government that everybody's so confused. That's what's annoying me.
That's the thing.
We should be wearing this.
It also makes you feel horrible.
Cherry, I think we should be wearing these on Zoom. Come on, get your mask on.
Well, yeah.
Get your mask on.
Wonderbirds ones, definitely.
Where's your mask, Dee? Get your mask on, please.
But Debbie, hang on.
Get your mask on, Dee. Thank you.
Now, I want to ask you. So I want to ask you something. Can I just say?
Somebody stop speaking. Who's speaking?
You.
You can see Dee and I when we speak. You see. Now these visors.
Oh yeah.
I really like these visors. The great thing is that it doesn't alter your makeup. You can still see somebody's faces, and I find them much easier. And they are available on the Wonderbirds website with a special 20% discount. So if you go on our Wonderbirds discount, and it's salon must-haves, and I think they're great. So
they're now saying though that you have to do both. You now in the hospitals and things, you now have to do masks and visors.
Yeah, but
so the makeup is.
I was just about to ask that. So
generally, you don't have to wear the mask with the visor.
So no, it's a new thing. It's a new thing. They're going to have to redo it because they're not quite sufficient. Sherry, you've never looked better. It looks like your lipstick, darling.
I know, it looks like I've had a facelift.
I think they're all very flattering, all of them, especially this one. It's got like a film across.
You've got like a bloody awful.
On the show. This is getting so boring.
Can we bring in the guest, please?
Right, the guest is the lovely. We've seen her before. She's coming back again. She's a cook. She's an entrepreneur and even a pilot. A very interesting lady, and also she's a fabulous girl. And her name's Indiraa. We'd like to welcome her back into our nest.
Welcome, Indiraa.
Hi, girls.
Great to see you. Oh, Indiraa, it's fabulous. How are you?
I'm fine. Good to see you all. Good to see you all.
Fabulous. Fabulous to see you. Indiraa, it was so great seeing you the other day. And I loved the way you talk. We talked about meditation, which the girls actually, now, I now have an ally in you, Indiraa.
It's just as well meditation is just one person at a time, because you definitely don't have the crew on your side.
That's right. I now have an ally, don't I?
Absolutely. On that note, we're going to zoom out to another plane and just leave them alone.
There we go. You pop
Thank
off.
you, Indiraa. Thank you. Well said. Well said. And how have you been? What have you been up to?
I've had a fun time actually. Working from home is actually quite good because I've started on loads of different new ventures, but that's another story. I've entered the world of Zoom in a big way. So, funnily enough, I have the whole week booked up at the moment with all sorts of things. And it's all medical. It's all medical because today my son has to go, my surrogate son has to go for an endoscopy, colonoscopy, joy. And I had the oddest conversation with my gynecologist that I had to share.
Right.
Grace.
My gynecologist retired, and he retired and he put me through to somebody else. So I went into lockdown, so no appointment, and I was desperate to have this appointment because 4 months go by and I get this call appointment, just a phone call. And he said, well, I can't see you at the moment because we're closed. This was 2 weeks ago, but I can do a Zoom appointment with you.
Stop it.
Oh,
Stop it.
joy.
No.
I promise you, I swear to you, I told my husband, can you imagine if you have to hold the camera of my phone?
No. And did you have to insert the phone? That's my question.
Oh.
I was, when he told me this, as it is, it's a new gynecologist, and you know how the relationship between patient and gynecologist is sacred, right? So it's bad enough that I'm moving my loyalties onto a new person I don't even know. And then,
oh dear.
And then he adds in, but there will be a nurse in the room to make sure that there is propriety. And I was like, okay, so not only is one person having a close-up view of everything, but there's two now.
Oh my goodness.
That is my idea of hell.
And imagine if I go onto the wrong Zoom call. Can you imagine? If I went on...
Yes, that is hysterical.
Oh my goodness.
Indira,
The world
darling,
has gone nuts.
can I ask you, Indira, you say you're at home. Where is your home now, darling?
My home's in in Arkley. It's between somewhere near Barnet. Because most people don't know what Arkley is. Whenever I live in Arkley, they go, "Where's Arkley? Berkeley, Arkley, Arkley?" And I'm like, "No, Arkley." But nobody knows. Not even taxi drivers know where Arkley is. So,
darling, brilliant. So you're back here. What's happening? How long are you back for? Because
I'm here till Friday, and because on Saturday is my birthday, so I'm going to Spain for my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday for
Thank
Saturday.
you.
But can I just keep asking you about where you're going, darling?
I'm going back to Spain because but I have this phobia because I have to travel, and if there's one bigger phobia about then my gynecologist, it's now traveling.
Can I ask you though, when you come back, are you going to have to do the 2 weeks isolation again? So they're having quite a tough time in Spain, aren't they, at the moment?
They are having a tough time in Spain. Fortunately, I don't think we'll be like socializing, and as you can see, I don't really need to sunbathe, so I won't be on the beaches. But I think I think, as silly as this sounds, or as wise as this sounds, when you reach a certain age, you're not really worried about the aspects of the holiday aspects change. And my husband wants to go. I'm not sure I want to go, but this whole system of when you come back is quite silly because, you self-isolate, you give them a contact number, which is your number, and they can randomly call to check where you are, and so on and so forth. But what if you don't pick up, as in don't pick up? Yes, they can call again. But I have been hearing from the network or so on that people are actually getting themselves second phones.
Of course.
And they leave their phone at home, and then they go off with their other phones to work or wherever they want to go. So, I mean, be that on their conscience or their I'm working from home, and so it's not. I don't need to leave. But having said that, I do know that my husband's struggling working from home, but he has no choice. He's made the choice to go. I'm not desperate to go because to me, I just think it's my birthday on Saturday, and I'm not counting this year anyway because I'm not. So
I know we don't get any older this year.
No, so I don't need to celebrate because I'm not celebrating. I'm just going to pretend it hasn't happened because I tell you what. We're coming in. It's the 8th month. Can you believe we're in the 8th month of the year? I mean, it's going to be Christmas in 120 days. Has that occurred to you?
Yeah.
Yes, it did yesterday. Yeah.
So
I think the confusion with all the coming back, isolating. How do you police that? I don't see how it's possible. But I think the confusion from the government with all the different things. Like I was saying with masks and now this isolation, and now they're trying to bring in this thing where anybody over 50 may have to isolate completely, and which is ludicrous.
Crazy.
Because if you look at the beaches and the pubs, it's all the young ones that are, you know, marauding, if you like to call it that, and when we see those big beaches and those thousands of people, it's not the over 50s or over 60s that are doing that. You know, they're the ones that have been,
Exactly.
you know, and now we're going to punish the over 50. Well, that's the workforce of this country. If we're trying to get the economy back, you will cut the workforce out. Now they're saying about shutting all the pubs so we can open all the schools in September. But that's again, that's cutting all the workforce out. You know, what's going to happen? We'll have a bankrupt country if we don't stop it. Everybody's got to be safe, but there's got to be some measures somewhere. It's got to be measured somehow. But the over 50s, I just don't understand who thought of that. Must be Dominic Cummings, I suppose.
Well, I know it's probably because they feel that we're the most vulnerable health-wise, I suppose.
Yeah,
So
but then if you talk about being the most vulnerable, you're opening up schools. The kids may carry the virus, give it to the teachers who are probably in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and then they in turn are the most vulnerable. They're going to pass it on to each person, eventually passes it on to 1,000 people, so they say. And so if you think about it, each vulnerable person is catching it from little kids who aren't going to, okay, they're not vulnerable, but we are.
But they could carry it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And 50 now is no age.
You know, I mean, the schools, the forces that are teaching, not everyone is within the age of 20 to 25 or 30.
No.
They are
That's
within
right.
40, 50 and so on, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just going to have to retire all of us. It's as simple as that. And that's, you know, who wants to retire?
But I know there is some good news.
Thank God, Debbie.
Please.
Now,
Please.
the good news is, do you know this? The government have got, they want us all to go to start eating out again. So they're giving you 50% off meals on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday in your local restaurants. Did you all know that?
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't know it was 50%. Wow.
In many
actually
restaurants.
they give you £10 off each person. So if the family,
see.
not off alcohol, but off your actual, only on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So that'll bring people back, and it's at cafes, and it's Starbucks are doing it, and Brett's doing it, and local restaurants, local pubs.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Debbie.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We needed that.
Yes, and that's till the end of August. But the thing is, like, I mean, if you go on the government website and you just put in, you just say government sort of eating, I think it's whatever it is, then you'll be able to see on the website. And you just put in your postcode and you'll see all your local restaurants come up that are part of the scheme. And you don't have to book and say that you're doing that. That will automatically, you'll just say when you get to the restaurant, it's the government scheme, and they'll give you your £10 off each person. So if you're ordering,
that's a lot.
It is. If you're ordering meals for like 20 quid, especially if you're a family, it's absolute. It's fantastic. It really is a fantastic deal. So
it is.
That's made me quite happy. So I've already booked 2 restaurants. Some people are booking at lunchtime.
Good girl. Get in there.
Yeah, well, as I don't cook, I have to have something to eat.
Of course
and
you do.
Out.
I know.
Dear, you must come back and see us again. Do you promise to come back in a few weeks' time?
I'm going to come back. Where will I go?
Well, nowhere. You're only
Happy birthday for Saturday, darling.
Yes,
Yeah,
happy
happy
birthday.
birthday.
Don't worry. And I've got all my doggies that are going to be waiting for me as well. You know, like. Oh, I'm finding it so hard to leave them.
No.
It's become impossible to leave your animals. I can't.
Well, you could always send your husband off and stay with your animals.
I've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
Good call,
There
Sherry.
you go.
Absolutely.
I've been thinking about this, you know, doggies, husband.
Doggies always win.
Dogs.
Well, listen, happy birthday, darling. I'm going to see you in a few weeks' time.
See you soon, darling.
Bye.
Namaste. Namaste.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That gynecologist story is the best I've ever
It's
heard.
the best.
Priceless.
But really, I mean, let's think about this logically. I mean, how can you have a gynae appointment on Zoom?
Well, it's ridiculous.
I mean, it becomes like
Well, I can't imagine.
It's horrible.
How can you have one face to face if you pardon the
Yes,
expression?
quite.
But you're not.
I'd be interested to hear.
I think any doctor's appointment face to face is weird. Is that what's happening now? Does everyone have to have their appointments
On Zoom.
I think it depends what it is and whether you need to have blood tests, because my son went into his GP, our GP the other day, and it was, you know, not socially distant, but they had all the protection on, and you rang up and you talk first and then you come back and you go in if you need to.
What if you've got a funny rash?
Well, darling, you'll have to deal with that.
You better take a picture of it, darling.
I haven't got a rash. I'm just saying, what if you've got a funny rash in a different
If one has.
Oh,
Can we move on, please?
Should we start? We need to move on. Sherry, what's happened to your teeth? Are they still running around your mouth?
Yes.
Intact.
I mean, now I'm having nightmares because in my nightmare they ran to the back of my mouth and wouldn't come back. So I just had to come to the front, and I literally had to wake myself up because it was such a nightmare.
Please, I can't hear.
Now, for
Sherry's
all of
teeth.
our viewers, that's something very important. Sherry is going to be on Loose Women tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tell us all about it.
12:30 with my daughter Keely. Everybody.
Yay!
Do what?
Sherry, are you on
I'll
Zoom?
give you all a wave.
Are you on Zoom again or on Skype this time?
Well, they're going to try Skype, but I can't make my Skype work. So
A lot of people say that, but that's a personal issue, and you need to keep that to yourself, I think.
I know.
Debbie, please, who is on Wednesday?
Oh, Alex Best.
Oh.
Yes,
Alex,
lovely
Best,
Alex.
fabulous.
Not Angie Best, but Alex.
Alex,
Alex.
married to George.
Married to both. They were both married to George,
Oh,
but Alex is the young,
amazing.
gorgeous, yes, young, gorgeous Alex, and she's just fabulous. She went into the jungle. She's done quite a lot of stuff on telly as well. But as she's so gorgeous, she's coming to tell us what's in her makeup bag. Woo!
Okay.
And there's no What to Watch Wednesday as well. And please don't say
Yes.
What to
Yes.
Watch Sherry
I
again.
have been watching some very weird stuff thanks to Dr. Tracy Mountford. I've gone on to the no, it's all her fault because I've now started to watch documentary type things. And
Oh,
I
no.
just
Well, we'll find-
I'm sort of addicted to this weird documentary things and all these funny, horrible
Well,
programs.
you can tell us on Wednesday, darling.
I'm looking forward
will.
to hearing about that on Wednesday.
Yes, I shall tell you.
No.
We'll see you then.
We'll see you on Wednesday. And
See you on Wednesday, girls.
have a
Fabulous,
lovely-
darling.
lovely
Enjoy
day
tomorrow, Sherry.
Bye.
Thank you.
Put your mask
Bye.
on, Sherry.
Bye.
Your
Sherry,
mask
put
on.
your mask on.